All right, so now we're talking about Coach Connect here and what you're actually getting, what I get to see as a coach and what the evaluation is and what you get to see and what I get to see. So Jake here has sent me a swing. He's actually sent me a couple of swings and I picked the one I want to look at. So now I'm going to go to that swing. I pull the swing up. Now there's a couple of swings here with this 9-iron. So I'm going to click on one of the swings that I want to look at because I'm looking at some numbers here that I want to see what the swing looks like. Now I click on that. Now I can go to the video. All right, now I've got his video up and it's showing me his swing plus his numbers. I mean, this is critical because now as a coach, I'm seeing everything. This is like he's standing right in front of me. Plus I got all the numbers so I can see where the ball's going. I've got the tracer that shows me what's happening. So there's no guessing here as to what's going on. So now once I've watched his swing, now all of a sudden now I'm saying, okay, now I kind of know what I want to do with Jake. So now I'm going to go to record here. So now it's recording my voice and it's recording everything I'm going to do, any drills I pull, anything I do now, it's going to record it. So I'm going to pull a line in here that I want Jake to look at because we've worked a little bit on what he does when he swings into the ball. It tends to come up into it a little bit. So we're going to take a look. I'm going to play the swing now, and we're going to see how well he does relative to that line. It wasn't bad, but it's still not exactly where we want to be. So on this recording, I'm going to talk to Jake about here's what we need to focus our attention on. Here's the drills we need to do. Here's what I want you to watch. Here's what I want you to do in your transition. So, and then I can keep going back and forth with this data. Now we can do this almost instantaneously if we want to. He could be at a range right now sending me swings. And I'm watching and I'm sending him information back and forth. Or he could have put this swing up yesterday, recorded it, sends it to me, and now I'm looking at it whenever I want to. But back to the most important thing here. This gives me access and him access to me on a consistent basis. And it allows me to compare it side by side, draw lines in, do anything I want to do to send him back his lesson plan and what he needs to focus his attention on. Now he's got the lines, he listens to me. He can then make swings and put the same lines in and see, okay, am I doing what I'm supposed to do? So back to the consistency of connection with somebody, which is why it's Coach Connect, is now him and I can go back and forth. It doesn't matter where he is. It doesn't matter what time of day. So I don't lose control of him. And this is so invaluable because of what I can do with this little piece of technology here and the information I can give him and the side-by-side and the lines, and then we can keep it for future reference. So that referencing down the road is important too, because again, as I've talked, it's about being able to retrace your progress or lack of it. So you get your swings, you start getting them really good, you keep those. Now if you get off, what do? You pull up your good swings, you put your new one down, and you see if there's anything that's changed. Now a lot of times, what happens if you have this information, you put your swing down, you look at your numbers, and you know what? I'm actually okay. I mean, there isn't much anything that's changed. And a lot of times people change things. I've done it, I've been guilty of it myself. My swing just doesn't quite feel right. And so then I start trying to get it to feel correct. Well, feelings come and go. You got to be really careful with feelings. Now, the more consistent you are, the same feelings tend to show up more times than others. But I can tell you over my career, I fixed a lot of things that didn't need to be fixed based on the fact that it didn't quite feel right. So there's a lot of really great information here, and as a student and as a teacher, again, this being able to connect on a consistent basis is invaluable. It shortens the learning curve and it makes the game a lot more fun, and like I say, it makes the progress significantly quicker. Other than that, there's no reason to do it.
Rapsodo. Measure to master.